Warning: this article contains major spoilers for Better Call Saul Season 4, Episode 1. What happened in Better Call Saul Season 4? Episode 1? Cinnabon. The Better Call Saul Season 4 premiere started off with the familiar black and white Cinnabon sequence that fans have come to look forward to, providing an insight into Jimmy McGill's, played by Bob Odenkirk, life on the run after the events of Breaking Bad. This opening of the AMC and Netflix series picked up from the faint he suffered in the previous season. He's rushed to hospital where multiple tests are performed only to be told by a cheerful young doctor that there is nothing wrong. The stress of a life on the run is clearly the cause, however, and this feeling is heightened when, upon leaving the hospital, the friendly receptionist asks for his driver's license and social security number. A tense moment when the fake number is rejected before the receptionist declares it was her mistake for typing the letter O instead of 0. Better Call Saul Season 3 recap: Albuquerque taxi. The taxi waiting for him then sends fear throughout by Gene and the viewer as the silently ominous driver has an Albuquerque air freshener. What's this Albuquerque Isotopes fans doing all the way up in Omaha, Nebraska? Gene exits the car but the driver remains eerily quiet, giving him an unflinching stare through the rearview mirror. How will Chuck's death affect Jimmy? Bad news. Back to the show's main timeline, and Jimmy wakes up, makes coffee and searches for a job in the newspaper. Rejecting a call from Howard Hamlin, Patrick Fabian, he assists Kim, Reese Hearn, with covering up her cast so she can take a shower. Kim is still battered from her car accident and Jimmy lovingly cares for her despite her resistance. When Howard leaves a voice message on her phone, Jimmy can't ignore him again, and the next scene is the two racing to Chuck's, Michael McKean, house to find a burning shell, surrounded by firemen. He's told that Chuck died from smoke inhalation and therefore didn't suffer, but Jimmy insists that's what they have to say. Jimmy sees Howard just as the coroner's van drives away. Who is in the cast of Better Call Saul Season 4? Madrigal. Mike. The action goes to Mike, Jonathan Banks, now who is finishing up his last ever shift in the car park ticket booth. Now he has more time to collect his granddaughter from school, and his daughter-in-law Stacy, Carrie Condon, seems happy about it. He gets his first chic as security consultant for Madrigal and it's over $10,000. But Mike seems hesitant to accept such a payment without doing any work for it. He impersonates a Madrigal employee, stealing his ID badge, and proceeds to go to the office, warehouse and perform security checks. What will happen to Kim in Better Call Saul Season 4? Jimmy who? Meanwhile, Howard calls Jimmy to run Chuck's obituary by him. Mike is working for his money and backing up his position. He lists Chuck's many impressive achievements but never once mention his brother Jimmy. Kim and Jimmy share a bottle of tequila, the favorite brand from previous seasons. Jimmy sits up in his grief all night while Kim falls asleep on the couch beside him. Better Call Saul Season 4 Netflix released Temecula. Hector out of the picture. Back to Nacho, Michael Mando, and with Hector, Mark Margolis, incapacitated due to a stroke. A power shift is imminent. However, he is warned by Gus Fring, Giancarlo Esposito, and Don Borsa that no one is to overstep their mark. Gus is concerned about Hector's territory being targeted by rival cartels. Having seen Nacho swap Hector's pills in Season 3, Gus has him followed and it looks like his days might be numbered. Better Call Saul Season 5 release date: Chuck's funeral. Chuck's funeral is packed and viewers only get to see a seated Jimmy and Kim. A stoic Jimmy is bestowed with condolences but nothing else is shown. The next shot is the two driving home in silence to find Howard sitting outside waiting. Crossed a bear. Howard sorrowfully reveals that he believes Chuck started the fire deliberately, and thus died by suicide. He thinks it is because he forced Chuck out of HHM due to the insurance company raising the rates due to his mental illness. But viewers and Jimmy know that insurance company only caught wind of Chuck's condition when Jimmy mistakenly told them in an act of revenge. Howard takes the blame and Jimmy's realization turns to a callous sneer as he tells Howard that is his cross to bear. He then cheerfully wanders off whistling in what appears to be the beginning of his descent into Saul Goodman. Better Call Saul Season 4, Episode 1 is currently streaming on Netflix.